So he got a duster and one by one started to beat them in the palm, in the palm, in the paw, in the what the hell. A lot of people loved my misery in this school. Thank you very much, by the way. So here I am making a part 2 of my misery in this school. Everybody, today we'll be doing a physical activity. We will be doing low jumps today. Do you mean high jump or long jump? No, I meant what I said. Is that what you mean by low jumps? Yes. In 2024, if somebody asked me what's the most common thing about this century is, I think I would say gender equality is the most common thing. And also in my school, gender equality is pretty common. Just the difference being they discriminate both genders equally. For example, there is an unwritten rule that the girls need to go to the washroom in a pair. Why is that? I have no idea. Even the girls don't have any idea why do they need to go as a pair in the washroom. But they do take it as their advantage to gossip around the school because of it. On the other hand, boys can only go one at a time. Girls in my school aren't allowed to participate in most of the sports. For example, they are not allowed to play football, but they can play handball. They are not allowed to play high jumps or anything like that as well. Guys on the other hand are allowed to play most of the sports. But for some reason they can't play handballs. I go to a combined school, which means I study with girls and boys. But the school thinks if we talk to each other, we'll all start dating. And I don't know how this is a bad thing because most of the teachers are couples. So they have different rows for girls and different for boys. Sometimes in the school bus as well. And if a teacher sees you talking to a girl, he'll give you a stare as if I wanted his kidney or something. I remember one time I was in a room near the football field and there was a match going on. And all my friends were there. A girl from another class sat 2 seats away from me and she was also watching the game. There were others in the room as well. Then a teacher was walking past us and she took a look at us and said, "We're not allowed to do that." I was like, what the hell? What was that? Huh? She said guys and girls aren't allowed to sit like that. I said, we aren't even sitting in the same seat though.
3 weeks later.
She tried to say some more things, but I didn't give any attention to it. Neither the girl. Because first of all, it doesn't even make any sense. And I was not scared of any teachers. I mean, seriously, what can she possibly do to me? Nothing. Nothing. So she left and I watched the game. I never really gave any attention to this rule, that guys and girls can't talk. It's because of this rule, most of the guys and girls are scared and uncomfortable. But I learned that they only say no to those who are scared of them. I didn't care about what they said and they never bothered me and my female friends. My school has this thing that because they're a military school, they think they can control everything in our lives. Not just when we are in school, but also when we are outside of the school. One day I see a notice that we are to change our profiles and put our faces in it. And also change our bios to our classes and roll numbers. Why on earth would I do that? I mean, I do have my photo on my profile, but there are people who don't like that. Why should they do it? I don't remember signing a social media manager when I signed in the school. And my bio, they think I would change this great creative bio and put my roll number in it. And here's the funny part. Not even the teachers have their photos and they expect us to do it. So did you guys change? Of course not. Not a single student changed their bios and the school has been silent about it ever since, acting like it never happened. I said in the last video that my school holds exam almost every time. And guess where some of the higher classes need to sit? In an open hall, when there is a playground in one side and a cafeteria on the other side. And they aren't even closed. So you're expecting me to write when bunch of, and I mean a lot of 9-year-olds and small brats are playing in the fields and buying their cookies? You know how loud they are? You can guess how much loud they are and they'll be louder than that. And if I can't write properly, it's my fault. Since I mentioned cafeteria, let me tell you something special about it. It has the worst food. Every time I ate from this cafeteria, I had food poisoning or I threw up. And it's not a cheap school. It's not like we don't give them enough. And the prices are high as it is. Since my school is managed by militaries, so sometimes handful of students get to see the camps they do time to time. One time I was chosen with bunch of other students and they took us in a high jungle type of area and they offered us snacks. And trust me when I say this, those snacks were the best I ever had. And they made those in a freaking jungle they just cleared up 2 hours ago. Literally 2 hours ago. Compared to that, my school's cafeteria is a piece of junk. My school has implemented a new policy that we are supposed to bring all the books to school. 7 books. I'm supposed to bring 7 books. And not these books. These 7 books. These 7 big as a mountain books. Each of them weighs about 2 to 3 kilos. And you know the best part? And they don't even teach us from the books. They want us to bring those books just to show them we brought those books. That's it. One time it was English class and many of the boys didn't bring books. So our teacher thought about punishing them. So he got a duster and one by one started to beat them in the palm. In the palm. In the paw. In the what the hell? Whatever this calls. It doesn't actually hurt so much, so let's not say anything about it. But here's the thing. Some of the teachers are very jealous of those students who have a fit body or goes to gym. So when it was my friend Del Dorinio's turn, it was his idea to call him that. He didn't want his real name to be shown. Who is a bodybuilder, by the way. I mean, kind of bodybuilder. He goes to gym. Something just snapped that teacher and he started spamming that duster everywhere he could. He started slapping him but couldn't do it because he literally fell down while slapping him. And those spamming just because he goes to gym, he didn't bring books. So did the other students. And he was literally saying you go to gym blah blah blah, gym blah blah blah. What the hell? We were worried that Del might just kill that guy right now. Luckily he didn't. So English teacher lives another day. Everybody makes a lot of memories in the school. Some makes a lot of great friends. Some finds their love. But for me, my best memory of my school life will be when I leave the school.